Alright, let's dive into a story that's been making waves recently. A teacher in Northampton, Sarah Aldridge, has been banned from the profession after messaging a 16-year-old student. Now, on the surface, this might seem like a straightforward case of misconduct, but personally, I think there's a lot more to unpack here. What makes this really interesting is the broader conversation it sparks about boundaries, accountability, and the role of teachers in safeguarding students. First off, the panel's report highlights that Aldridge failed to report the message for somewhere between 18 and 24 months. In my opinion, this delay is where things get particularly concerning. It's not just about the message itself, it's about the systemic failure to address it promptly. What many people don't realize is that safeguarding isn't just a policy, it's a culture. If a teacher can go nearly 2 years without reporting something like this, it raises a deeper question. Are we doing enough to train educators on recognizing and responding to potential risks? Another detail I find fascinating is the panel's emphasis that the incident occurred outside the education setting but was still deemed relevant to her role as a teacher. This blurs the lines between personal and professional life in a way that's increasingly relevant in today's hyperconnected world. From my perspective, this case underscores how the responsibilities of a teacher don't end at the school gates. It's a reminder that trust is built not just in the classroom but in every interaction, whether it's in person or via text. Now, let's talk about the consequences. Aldridge has been banned indefinitely, with a review period of 2 years. Personally, I think this is a necessary step to maintain public trust in the education system. But it also raises a broader question. What does rehabilitation look like in cases like this? Is there a path back for someone who's made such a significant error in judgment? I'm not saying there should be, but it's worth considering the human element here. People make mistakes, but when those mistakes involve the safety of minors, the stakes are just too high. What this really suggests is that we need to be having more proactive conversations about teacher-student boundaries. It's not enough to react after something goes wrong. If you take a step back and think about it, this case could be a catalyst for schools and policymakers to reevaluate their training programs and support systems. Are teachers being given the tools they need to navigate these gray areas? Or are we leaving them, and students, vulnerable? Finally, the fact that the ban can't be appealed until 2027 is a stark reminder of how seriously this is being taken. In my opinion, this isn't just about one teacher, it's about sending a message to the entire profession. Safeguarding isn't optional, it's non-negotiable. And while this case is extreme, it's a wake-up call for all of us to think critically about how we protect the most vulnerable in our society. So, here's my closing thought. This story isn't just about a teacher who crossed a line. It's about the systems we have in place, or don't have, to prevent such situations from happening in the first place. What do you think? Are we doing enough to safeguard students, or is this a symptom of a larger issue? Let me know in the comments below.